All right, guys, welcome to Tuesday Night Sparks. It is June the 8th, and if you joined us last week, it was pretty amazing because we are letting you know that we are in a 4-week series. So there's 5 weeks in June, so we wanted to just kind of go over things last week. So last week was just kind of like an overview. We are going off of Orville's 4 chords of business success for Cincy, and we're breaking it down each week into each chord. So tonight, the first chord is actually parties, home parties, PRV, how you're going to get that, how you're going to take care of your business first. So before we dive in tonight, we have our first question. So I was smart and I asked on the team pages to post your question before we actually started. So Ashley was the first one that posted a question, and she said, how do you keep your office space organized? So I'll go first since Tiffany's trying to book a party, and so basically I'm in my office. Okay, so I have just a little rundown. My house that I live in is my husband's was my husband's grandmother's house. So it is over 100 years old. They first started paying taxes on it in 1904. We did find that out whenever we purchased it. So it was built before then, but that's whenever they first started paying taxes on it. So it's a super old house. So technically my office is it was a side porch. I guess you could say that. I'm going to turn on the spotlight too, so you can kind of see. I hope that will help. And I want to add Tiffany as a spotlight. Okay, so basically this was like a side porch. So this door that you see here is a closet that's about this wide. So you can't hang a hanger in it long ways, but you can hang a hanger flat ways. So there's no hangers in there. I'm not going to open it because it's got a bunch of stuff in there, but it's a little tiny closet. This used to be the door to get into the house. So it's very unique, and it's very it's very, it is what it is. But as far as keeping things organized, I don't have a lot of space to keep things organized or to keep things in my office. So I don't have like a crap ton of stock. I do have some things that are, I just get from my personal stuff, but I do have like this spinny thing. So I'm going to let y'all see a little bit around my office. So this is like a pegboard spinny kind of thing that I put like my scent circles, my pods on either side. I have my scent packs up there. So I keep, and my car bars over here. So I keep the things like that on a pegboard. And this is, I also use this for my vendor events, and it spins, and my husband made that. So that's where I keep that kind of stuff. I will let me turn around here. So if you can see over here, all right, over here is where I keep most of my sample stuff. So I have like drawers that pull out, and I have the different things that I've ordered from like Amazon to do my samples with, my party samples. I have like test tubes in one of those. So it's easily accessible. These are very cheap at like Walmart. Like I have the little bottles that I do my dish soap in that I ordered in one of the drawers. I also have a drawer for the samples that we get in the Success store. I also have a drawer for that. And these are too big, but these sit in the side here. Those are the pop. What are they, Tiffany? The pop things.
They're called like the push popper things. Yeah.
Push popper things. So it's like confetti poppers.
Yeah, that's what I use it for. And then you can use it for bath soap too.
Yeah, that's what I've been putting in them for my hostess. But we'll talk more about that in a minute. But that's for bath soap. And then I get the whiff box every single month. So I have a crap ton of whiff boxes. So what I've done is I've taken them and I've labeled them with the things that are inside of my whiff boxes. So I know that that's like a cheap way that you can get different things if you have the area for it. Like this is my felt sample shapes. I keep my little bags that I get and the ones that I make from the consultant store. I keep those in there. And I have what they are on them. So this was all the boxes that I had because I have one in my little thing here that I do for demo. And I had this brainchild after I threw away a lot of boxes each month. So these were the ones that I have. I have pet samples and I have my Mylar bags, those silver bags that I use in here, and my clear bags and my sample things. Other than that, I have, if you look down here, you can see Lizzie's blanket. I have like my light bulbs. I just have them in a container down here like this. I have bricks that we've had from the past when they were giving us bricks in our cent of the month thing. I have all of those in there. I bought these at the Dollar Tree. These little buckets, I bought these at the Dollar Tree to keep like my cotton cleanups in. These shelves, okay, so here down is a shelf, here down is a shelf, and then up there, the little display thing. These are from Walmart. Okay, so I put these together myself. They're super easy to put together. But if you have the space to do this, you can use that for storage, or you can use that for like to do your parties. Like I stand here and I literally go through and I turn on my light and I do a party, and it's got, I know I had that down, didn't I? It's got like each one of our categories. It has that in there to where you can like stand and do a virtual party. Okay, so I can speak to every bit of our products right here. I have the laundry, the pet, the buddies, the bath stuff up top. You can see up top, laundry, pet, buddies, body stuff. Then I have the clean, the bars, diffusers, both sets of diffusers, some warmers, all of the little things to hang up. So I basically, that's the way I organize my office because I don't have a lot of space. So and other than that, I do have a desk. It's on this side. Over here I do have a desk, and I just have like, I don't like a lot of stuff on my desk. I know it looks like a lot, but I got a lot to talk about tonight. So that is, that's what's on my desk. And this computer is sitting on a TV tray. And I also keep, I'll let y'all peek this, I'll turn it around. I keep my wax in the refrigerator because it gets so hot on this side. So I have a little refrigerator, and also I have one of those, I don't know how many trays is in there, but y'all know one of those little tray things. So I have that too.
I was curious about one thing. I
Okay.
seen that you had something for your room sprays. What is that?
It's a Pampered Chef spice rack.
What? No.
If you can find one, you can probably find one on like eBay or something.
My
But
mind is blown.
it's a Pampered Chef spice rack.
Oh, I so love that.
So that's
I really do.
Yeah, it's a Pampered Chef spice rack, and I use that at my vendor events. That's where that came from. So, well, I used to use it to keep Pampered Chef in, but that was one of my previous things. I was a Pampered Chef consultant, so there's that. Ask me about how many companies have I been with before? A lot. Ask me how many I'm with now. One. That's because Cincy's made the difference. So, but yeah, that's a Pampered Chef spice rack. Any other questions about my little area? And my printer is on top of my refrigerator. So, all right, I'm gonna let Tiffany go now.
It was like literally off. My thing was off when I was talking. So if I show y'all my Scentsy room, you would laugh because there's like boxes everywhere and it's really like not okay. So if you don't have that kind of office, do not feel bad because I don't have that. I literally have like the closet, and that's what I keep my stuff in. And right now it's just thrown everywhere, so it's fine. It's cool. But this is what I do. So hold on, I'm trying to find it for you. now that I need it, it's not gonna like, my brain is fried today. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. It's fine. Okay. Well, I wish I could find it.
It's
Hold on.
okay, girl. You got this. You're doing awesome today, Tiff.
Spin it out. Okay, here it is. So I really don't keep my stuff organized. I just keep organized by weeks because I'm a checklist person. And that is what I thrive on. If I can check it off, I can do it. And the way that I do my stuff is I sit down on Sundays and I plan out, like literally, you'll see my planners with me everywhere. And I plan out my week, okay? Or my week. And I plan off of this like little, I don't know if y'all can see it. Oh, it went up. I don't know how to make this work. Okay. You'll kind of get the gist off this one side. But it's just called a systems checklist. And so this is all my stuff that I do every single week or I do in a month and I put checkbox. So like Tuesday night Sparks are on here. I do that every single week. So there's week 1, 2, 3, and 4, and there is a check box for each of that. My ask tip on my team page, it's for the second week, and there's one check box for that because I only do that once a month. So it kind of depends on the task, and this is literally what I do. I go off of that and I put it in my planner, and then I just scratch it off like and highlight it as I go. My business is not really an office space like Michelle's. So this is really cool that you guys are getting to see like both ways that we both work. I can tell y'all that I work a lot of my business like when my son's in therapy. Today I've been gone at the lake with him from 8:30 this morning. He had speech. Then we went there at 9:15. We didn't get home until after the lake at 12. We got done with there at 12:30. Then we went straight to the doctor's. Then I went to the gym and I literally just got home at like 5 o'clock. I haven't done laundry today. I haven't done anything. So my business is majority ran like in the car. So her office and she can sit down and do that because that works amazing for Michelle, but that doesn't work for me. I just work off my planner and I work off this checklist. And so I have my leadership on one side and then this side, which I'm still developing my PRV. Like a lot of this is probably going to change within the next month, but I have a PRV task too. So I literally just take week 1 of both sides and then I put it into my planner and I just kind of go through the list like that. But that's how I do mine and that's how I stay organized. Me being organized like is just literally off this planner and this checklist. It's literally all it is. My closet with my stock and everything, couldn't even tell you what's in it. To be completely honest, I don't even know what I have in there. I don't know. So it's okay and just do what you can and don't think that you have to like sit down if that doesn't work for you. If you run your business on the go, then do something like this. Make it mobile. Michelle does all her stuff off her iPad, a lot of what she does. So learn where you're going to spend most of your time. Yeah, look, her iPad's right there. Learn where you're going to spend most of your time at, and then make an office around that. And that's the easiest thing I can tell you guys. So.
And don't think that you have to like have all of the things. Honestly, when I started, I had a little corner in my dining room that I like put stuff in. This actually was where my husband used to sit when our kids were home because we didn't have enough. We had the bedrooms enough for our kids. And when my son got married and moved out, he moved his man cave and his little area into, my son's room because it was a little bit bigger. And then I just took this and put my Scentsy stuff in here. But do what works for you. I don't stay in here because y'all know I have a full-time job, so I don't stay in here, but I have to come, for me, like mentally to be able to work, I have to have space to work. If it's y'all, it was so scattered a couple of weeks ago. Like I literally would walk by the door and I was like, I don't even want to look in there. And I don't have a door on here because this room doesn't have a door. So that's just it. Yeah, that's a 100-year-old house. So this room does not have a door. It has 2 baby gates on it. I'll show you that just so y'all can get a kick out of this. It has 2 baby gates. Do you see that? One is for Lizzie and one is for the cats so they can't jump over it and get in here. But it doesn't have a door. So I literally would have to walk by here and see that. And I'm just like, if it gets to a point where you don't want to mess with it, you need to do something about it. If it gets to a point where whatever your organization is and it drives you insane, you need to sit down and you need to do something about it. Figure out what's going to work best for you. Electronically, I use GoodNotes. I keep all of my stuff in my iPad under GoodNotes, so I know where everything is. I know what I have. I know what I have to do. Physically, I have an office space where I can come in here and sit down and I can like put together my little packs and I can print off my stuff that I need to print off and everything. And I have a space for that. So however that looks for you, as long as it works for you, then, you know, do whatever you need to do, but be frugal about it. Like literally people can go to IKEA and get this stuff and pay, I don't even know how much for it because we don't have IKEA. But I went to Walmart and I was like, they got to have some kind of shelf. They have to have some kind of shelf because they sell these little things like this for $5. So they got to have a shelf that this is going to fit in somewhere. So I did the best that I could and I stacked it on top of each other. I don't have little kids that's going to be climbing on it that it's going to fall over. All right. So I don't have that. So you have to be aware of your surroundings also. And you know, if you do have little kids, make it to where it's going to be feasible for you and your family. And also, I've been doing this over 6 years. So I joined in 2015. So almost 7 years come next July, you know, or 6 years this July, I'll be doing Cincy. So it takes time to build stuff up like this. It takes time to mentally get your area to where you can have a functional workspace. But it will come, you know, start with whatever you have. If you only have old whiff boxes that you get in your Cincy Club, organize them out, put stuff in there, stack them up on top of each other. They're super easy. If I need something, if I need the pet supplies, I just pull that box out of the bottom. They all fall and pet supplies goes back up on the top. So, I mean, it's however you want to use your information and your office space, whatever you deem is your office space. So, I hope that helped. I hope we gave you some ideas and stuff. Yep, Jackie, you got to redo it sometime. So, okay, so tonight we are going to dive into parties, home parties, PRV, and the first chord of the success of your business. So basically, you are responsible 100% for how your business performs. So if this is just a hobby to you and you just want to, you know, get the discount off of whatever you purchase from Cincy your own self, or if this is a full-time business for you, or if it's a part-time, full-time business for you, kind of like it is for me, to be working towards a full-time business, whatever it is, you are responsible for the outcome of your business. And the PRV that you do is the base of your business. So when I say PRV, that can be anything. So the first thing we want to talk about is the first step in PRV is getting active. So getting active to Cincy is $200 in a month in personal sales that you do. That is what PRV is, your personal retail volume. If you are a leader, meaning you have at least sponsored one person, that is considered leadership, you should be shooting for 500 PRV. So if you look at the compensation plan, which I have it right here. If you look at the compensation plan, once you become lead and above, you're going to see this same number is 500 all the way across, even if you're a superstar director. That's one of the things that Cincy does that I like. Everybody has to work their business in order to be paid at their title. So if you have one person sponsored, your PRV goal for that month needs to be at least 500. How do you do that? What are some ways that you can do that? Of course, partying. Cincy is founded on partying. Cincy is a partying business. So the way that you're going to get your PRV in is either by hosting your own parties, which I do too, at least 2 every month. Once, and by parties, we just consider that as you go onto your workstation, you open up a party for yourself, and all of the orders that you get, like I had a lady message me today and was like, all right, I need to get my white tea and cactus before it goes away. Can you put this order in for me? Absolutely. That went under my party that I'm hosting for my own self. We can do that. That's one of the benefits that Cincy gives us, is that we have the ability to be able to do that. And if we do that, then we are, hold on just a second. Okay. My husband's lost his phone. But if we do that, we are able to get the rewards and use those for ourselves. That is how I get all of this stuff and most of this stuff. And I try to get in my purse. I try to get at least $500 in each party before I open up another party, because what that $500 means is I can gift a kit for somebody for no out-of-pocket cost to them. I can grow my team and sponsor and bless somebody with a kit because of that party that I've hosted, and I'm giving up part of my hostess rewards to do that with. So you want to make sure that you're having that at least $500, because you won't be paid at title unless you have that $500. So partying is the way you're going to do this. Or putting orders in basically is the same thing as partying. You need to be thinking about and working towards 2,000 in sales each month. I know sometimes that's hard to do, and I know that that is a big goal to think about. But if you break it down into parties, let's just say you have 4 parties and each one of your hostess is really good and they get to that 500 mark, to where, you know, they're getting the extra bump for hostess rewards for them. That's your 2,000 PRV. Okay. If you don't stop at 4, because some people's parties are going to flop, some people's parties are not going to be as strong, some people's parties are, you know, going to be just the bare minimum of 200 to qualify for a party, and that's okay. It is not always easy to get 2,000. I will tell you, I don't consistently get 2,000 PRV. I strive for it. Tiffany and I both strive for it every single month, and we work our tails off to get as close as we can to it if we don't hit it. But I mean, don't beat yourself up for it. You can survive in your business with a $500 PRV month. It's okay. You know, don't kill yourself about it. But if you want to increase that and get that extra 5% bonus, when you hit 2,000 in sales, you're going to get a 5% bonus from Cincy. So that's an automatic paycheck of a minimum of $600 for you each month if you hit 2,000 in sales. So we try to do that, and we book parties and build up those hostess and make sure that those parties are going. So the more parties that you have, the higher your PRV is going to go. So if you have, well, and we're back now to where you can do home parties. If you have people that don't mind you doing home parties, we have home parties now. We have basket parties, pouch parties, pod parties, any kind of party you can think of. Tiffany and I have a new kind of party. I'm going to let her go over it because hers right now is killing it. But any kind of party that you can come up with, you know, you need to do that in order to secure your PRV. So 4 parties, if you break it down like this, you're also getting new customers. So if you have 4 parties, each one of those parties has at least 5 customers purchase from that party. That's 20 new customers a month that you have opened your eyes to. That's 20 new branches from their friends that you can actually be, you know, potentially hosting with them also. So you at least have 20 new customers that, you know, is going to open up to maybe hosting more and even maybe joining your team. So you have to think about it like that all parties don't have to have every single person join. Like, don't Don't start a Facebook party and then invite everybody on your Facebook list. Don't do that. Don't do that. The most successful virtual parties are very intentional evites or invites, whatever you want to call it, however you're going to invite them. Your most successful virtual parties are going to be the ones that you have a personal relationship with, the ones that you are going to be intimate with enough to say, hey, I'm hosting a Scentsy party. I would love for you to join in and, and help us help Tiffany reach her goals. The more personable you make it, the more they feel like, oh, she just didn't go invite, and you're inviting like 200 people to a Scentsy party. Don't do that. Don't do that, because those people are going to block you and they're going to like put you down in their algorithm and they're not going to see it. So look at that, Stephanie. Yes, very good. She's at 509 on a home party that she had this past Saturday. You don't have to close your party the night of the party being over. So if you do have a home party and you want to extend it, that's totally up to you. If you have a party that's flopping, you can extend that also. Talk to your hostess about it. Say, hey, let's figure out something. Let's extend it for another week and see what we can do to get you some more sales if they have a particular goal that they want. I have a hostess that's wanting a diffuser. So we're working to get her sales up so that she can get that diffuser. But there's a reason why Scentsy has 500 PRV for every single one of us. Okay, there's a reason why that this algorithm works for our parties, for our growing our business and everything. From the lead consultant all the way to the superstar directors. Scentsy knows that becoming a leader means that you have to work your business. So we have to party just as much as everybody else on our team has to party. We have to get our PRV just as much as y'all do. So I'm going to let Tiffany talk about the party way that she's doing and explain that a little bit too.
Okay, so we're probably gonna make like a couple of trainings off of this party because there's like a lot to it. It's not hard once you get it done, but making it can kind of get a little iffy. So I've been doing parties off of Facebook, like groups. And to be completely honest, the reason that I decided to party like this was because there is a Facebook group going around that everybody joins, and the posts are so boring. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. If I was somebody coming to that party, I would delete myself because I can't look at them. They're just not fun at all. So the way I watched the training, well, Michelle really saw the training and then sent it to me. But it's from Heather Gorkish. And she makes it really fun. She trained on like different stuff. And so this is what I put in mine. So I send party packs. And the way that they do it is they have to fill out a job form, which is super easy. Literally just go on, make a account with job form. It's free. It takes you 2 seconds. And then you're just gonna like click the filters that are already done. So you just need their name, their first name, their last name, their address, their email, and their phone number. Okay. The reason that I get all of that is because I enter them as customers in my workstation. So even if they don't buy, I still have their email and they're going to still be signed up to my newsletter and get all my newsletters. Okay. But I have had really good success from this. So I send party packs. Mine are different than a lot of people's just because this is what I can do. So it's like this. It's just like the metallic things. These are in our sample. Yeah, Michelle has hers too. These are on our sample on a dime.
You put candy in yours?
Yes, but don't send chocolate. Usually I do Skittles because it melts. Don't do chocolate. So do like Skittles or something that's not going to melt in the summer. Okay, but this is just what I had. Fun dip. Yeah, there you go. This is what's in mine. So mine are not as like good as everybody else's, or they're not as big because I can't afford
nice. Anything they get is nice. Quit saying that.
Yeah, well, it's probably not as nice as they're sitting, but I still try, and that's what matters. They know that. Okay, there's confetti all in it. So I do add confetti. You guys can kind of see that. That's a fun little touch. But what I put in mine is I do the showcase brochures, and then I really just like fold it up into this, and it looks like this. I got this in of the like rub and snip stickers, and so I've been well, I haven't done it on this one, but the ones that I sent out earlier, I put those in here so they could smell some of the scents. And then what I do is I put Scentsy Club in here. If you guys can kind of see that. I just do a Scentsy Club flyer. If you need one of these, we have a Scentsy Club Google Drive. So go into there and you can print. There's like tons of options. And then I do this cool little party tracker. And before anybody asks, this party tracker has been approved by compliance. I have it in writing. It's good to go. And compliance is awesome, by the way. So if you guys ever have any questions about anything you're doing, just email them and ask for approval, and they'll say yes or no. And I actually like called them about this. And
So it's not pay to play. We got extra.
one of them in here you're gonna but it was approved, and they said it was not pay to play. So it's all about the wording. Let's just say that, okay? So on it says get 21 points and you'll receive an extra gift from me. Track on this sheet of paper as you complete the task. Once you hit the points goal, snap a picture of it and send me a text cheering you on. So the first one is add yourself to my VIP page. You get 4 points, which on my Jot form, they automatically, the submission page takes them to my VIP page. So a lot of them automatically get 4 points. Then it's post a picture of what Scentsy you have in your home in the party group, and you get 4 points for that. The next one is share a screenshot of what you ordered from the party link in the party group. So they get 8 points for that. So the reason that that's not considered paid to play is because I'm not asking them to order, and they don't have to order to get points. They have tons of other options. They only have to share a screenshot of what they ordered. So I'm not asking them to share what they ordered, like order and you get the points. They just take a screenshot and post it. Okay. The next one is add 2 friends to the party group. They get 5 points for that. Share one of the invite flyers on your personal Facebook, and I get 4 points for that, which that is pinned in the announcements tab. So a lot of them go ahead and do that. Book your own Scentsy party with me for the next month, 10 points. And then ask about how you get paid off your purchases, and that's 7 points. The reason that I did the last one and worded it as ask me about how you can get paid off your purchases instead of saying ask me about the join, it's because a lot of people don't really want to know about joining. That like scares the crap out of them. So if they send me a text and they're like, hey, how do I get paid off my purchases? Then I can say, oh, well, this person and this host is going to be able to flip their kit, and I can explain it to them. Okay. So it's all about the wording. Okay. So then inside of this, I do 1 sample. That's all I do. So it's either a bath soak, Scentsy scrub thing, Scentsy Fresh, counter clean, all-purpose cleaner. I do body wash. So anything that I have in stock, that's what I put in here. And then I just put the candy, which don't do twigs in the summer, and all that confetti is coming off. That's fun. So that is how I do my party packs. But you guys, a lot of this hostess coaching is going to like come from that Jot form. So when they fill that Jot form out, it's going to give you their phone number. So the way that I do this is I'm very intentional with that connection. And I say, hey girl, thanks so much for filling that out. Here's your tracking number once I send it, because I want them to know that it's coming. Then once they get it, I track it and I know when they're getting it. So I say, hey, I saw that your party pack was delivered. Tell me what you think about your sample. And then once they tell me, they try it, they tell me, I then go on the group page and I connect that with them. And I say, hey, X just tried her sugar scrub. This is what she thinks about it. Here's all the scents they come into. And then I give info about the sugar scrub. I'm very intentional with every single person that does a party pack. I send them something different. So then I can link in the group something completely different. I'm not sharing the same products over and over again. Okay. And then what I do, I'm going to backtrack for a second, but I make these like really cute cartoon things and I personalize their party tracker. So I'm going to show this one because she joined. So I go on my cartoon tune-up and then I personalize it. So you guys can kind of see, and it's just a label and it says Billy's Party Pack. And then it's my picture so they know like who their consultant is. And then it has my info on it. And then it says, thank you for supporting Marcella and helping her reach her goal. I can't wait to hear how you love this party pack. Snap a selfie of or a picture of it and post a picture of it in the party group. And then I just did a QR code and then that's linked to the party. Okay. And you guys can kind of see that's their picture. So it's completely customized. And I just print that off of Avery with my labels and I stick on their party pack. So then when they pull it out of the envelope, it's them. And it's like something that they know that it wasn't meant for every other person. That one was specifically meant for them. Okay. But once they receive it, they tried their stuff. I will go on and I will text them the link when I'm following up. And I'm like, okay, well, here's the link to order. Let me know if you need any help picking out stuff. Okay. And the whole point of that job form is to get their cell number so you can personally text them. Because yes, I can hostess coach my host and she can do an amazing job and I love that. But I like making that connection as the customer. This one that I did right here that I was just showing you, she joined as a guest because of my party packs. And then the host ended up flipping her party and joining also. Okay. So it's really that extra connection. And yes, it's insane because she had like the host had like 15 people fill out one of these. And so that was a lot of texting that I did have to do, but it was worth it because I got 2 new recruits off of it. Okay. There was something else I wanted to tell you guys. Oh, when it comes to these party packs and putting it in the group post. So I made the mistake of telling people that they were going to get freebies. And then some people were not going to want to order because freebies are freebies. Why would you order from freebies? So I had to start rewording it. And so the way that you word them now is say, here's the party pack link to the job form, fill your info out so I can send you samples and products to try before ordering. Okay. So make sure you do that because if you say it that way, you're setting the expectation that they get this, they order instead of saying you get freebies and then thinking that it's free and they don't have to do anything because the point of a party and me spending this money is for you to order. Okay. So I love the party packs. You can do it online, or if you have a hostess that is doing a home party, have the same thing happen. Be like, hey, I want to send your people that are coming to the party and attending a party pack so they can try some stuff before they get to the party. Here's the link. Do you mind sending this to them? And then that way you can send it out that way. If it's a pouch party, same kind of thing. Do you know who's going to want to order? I'd love to send them some stuff and products and scents to try before they order from your pouch party. Or what you could do for pouch parties is just stuff these in there, do like 5 or 6, put it in the pouch party, send it out and be like, here you go. You can give this to people that are wanting to order. So they can try stuff before you write down their order. So that's really easy too. So these could really work with all 3. But the big thing that you really have to be very intentional. And I will say that the party packs and the way that I'm doing everything, it's like very easy to word vomit. And that's what I'm noticing that I'm doing. So some people are like the person that I just did. I booked a party. I posted my script in this chat, but she was like, I don't understand. And that's because I word vomit. And I was like, oh, you get party packs and then you get a group. So I am starting to notice that I'm really like, I haven't found my sweet spot on how to explain it to a host. And that's where my wording is kind of getting pricked up. But just make sure you keep it short, you keep it sweet. And when I find wording that really works, and it's like, oh, here you go, then I'll share it with you guys. Ashley said I've been trying to figure out how to get more people interactive. Yeah, this is a great way. But I will say 15 that I had to send out the last time got kind of costly because it's like $3 to ship these. So, I'm probably gonna what is that called? Minimize it, max it out at 10. The first 10 that fill the link out get the party pack. So just kind of set that.
Mine's $1.20.
Yours doesn't give you a tracking number, does it? Yeah, so it is $1.20. If you mail it without the tracking number, it's $1.20. But if you want it with the tracking
number.
Huh?
Why do you want it with the tracking number?
Because I text them the tracking number and I connect with them the first time. And then when it delivers, I tell them that, hey, it's delivered. Let me know how you like it. So it gives me an excuse to follow up with them.
Oh, well,
and then I'm not making a conversation.
Hey, did you get it in the mail?
So I like track it for them. I probably spoil them.
Well, I'll show you mine. And this is why we haven't like done an official training on this, because we're still tweaking it. I literally just texted Tiffany and was like, all right, I need that tracker, like for the points tracker. I don't really have that. Mine's not
She
in
has my
there.
Canva though. That's the best part about this. So technically she does have it if she just goes on there and downloads it.
Technically I do have it, but let me show you mine. So mine is a little bit different than Tiffany's. I have already sent, I have two going, okay? So I sent my hostess a hostess pack, which I wish I would have one ready for you, but literally what I did was I went to Target in the dollar spot and they had like makeup bags and they were like $3, okay? So they're like this big makeup bags and they're about this thick, all right? So you can put more stuff in than just a Mylar bag. That did cost me $5 to ship my hostess pack, okay? But my hostess is hosting the party for me. She's the one that's getting me all of these orders from the party, okay? So $5 to me to send her a great pack, that was not horrible to me. So what I did with hers was I put like all the samples in it, okay? I wanted her to try all the stuff, and one of her things that she gets is hostess coupons, okay? So this is kind of the way that I've been doing mine also, is I give my hostess these hostess coupons. So what they are is, and they're totally customizable to you, so you make yours the way you want these. So if they do a Synod social, which is what we're calling these, and they have 3 people that schedule a Synod social within from her party, then she's going to get a free deluxe diffuser. Okay. The way I'm doing that is I'm using the perpetual reward, but you have to think about it. That's 4 parties, and I'm going to spend $32.50 on a diffuser for her, but I'm getting 4 qualifying parties. Now she doesn't get this until those parties are qualifying. Okay. So I feel like that's a fair comparable thing for me to do. And I know some people might think that that's kind of expensive, but $32.50 and you're going to get at least $800 worth of PRV. So you have to think about it like that. If this is something that you want to do, then host your own party. Get these rewards. You can even get it for free. Host your own party. Get these rewards that most of your hostess is going to do to start out with. And then as you're building your PRV, think about it in the back of your mind when you're closing these parties. I just had a consultant message me and say, hey, can you help me figure out what I need for my free and half offs that I've qualified for, to keep my business running good. So I'm going to call her when I finish. But, for me to have at least 4 qualifying parties, this diffuser is not $32.50 is not that much for me. Plus it's a tax write-off, okay? Because I'm going to be like using it for my business to give them off. So that's a tax write-off. When they have 15 buying guests, they're going to get a free oil. So here again, I will use my hostess rewards to get that for her. If she schedules and has her next social within the next 3 months, she gets a free fragrance flower. All right. I have 3 underneath my desk that I have been hoarding because I've been hosting my own parties. If they refer a new team member, they get $100 product credit or product basket. I'm making that basket myself. Okay. This is nothing that they choose. I'm making it myself. Y'all, 12 bars is $60. If you think about it. That's not a lot. I have a crap ton of bars that I got from Scent of the Month, Warmer of the Month, things that I've had in my club. You know, so it all depends on, you know, what you want to do with it, or you can give them like a, you know, whatever it is to get to there. Do what's comfortable to you. You don't have to do it all like this. Share your samples that in the packet that I sent her with this, share your samples on social media, and she gets a free scent circle. And then if she creates a club account from her party, if she creates a club account, then she's going to get a free counter clean. So this is like folded up and put into the hostess packet that I sent out to my hostess once she says she's going to host a social for me. And then once they do that, then this is what I put into my party pack. So I send out the jot form too, and I actually post it and pin it to the top of our virtual party. And once they fill out the jot form, then they're going to get a packet. My jot form goes into a little bit more detail because I want to know a little bit more information from them. I'll just tell you the questions that I ask on mine. And I like this because I like to know kind of where their mindset is. So I asked them, hold on. What's your name? So I know what their name is. What is your email address? So I can message them and email them whenever I send out their information. I send them the email. What is your name on Facebook? That's important because you're going to want to invite these people and friend these people, you know, so you want to know their Facebook name. Who their hostess is to make sure in case you got several of them going. What's their cell phone number so you can text them the information. Then I asked them to enter their address where you would like to receive your free mail from me, which is their hostess thing or their party pack. Then I get a little bit personal. I asked, what types of smells do you typically love? And this one said food or baked goods. And then, do you currently use Scentsy in your home? If so, what do you use? So this lets me know if the person is like a seasoned Scentsy person or if they have never tried Scentsy or anything. She loves blueberry cheesecake, butter pecan, anything like that. And then what products have you not tried yet, but you would like to? So let's just say she hasn't tried our Scentsy soap. Well, you know what? She's gonna get a Scentsy soap sample in her little packet. So I'm being very intentional with what I'm putting into their packets. So these packets, as far as sample goes, can change. Then I ask them, do they have any pets? Because I got a whole thing of pet samples over there. So if they have any pets, I'm going to send something to their pets. If you send something to Lizzie Marie, I'm going to love you so much because you took the time to love on my dog just as much as you're loving me. So then I asked them, would you be interested in helping your host get an additional half off item? The way she's going to get an additional half off item is if she, that's that diffuser, if somebody else hosts a party for her or social for her. And then, do you know anyone that might be interested in earning some extra money? Okay, I asked them that. Do you know anybody? They might not want to, but do you know anybody? They'd either say, yes, I would, or no, my sister-in-law might though. And then would you like to be paid off of your purchases? And then the last thing I asked them, on a scale of 0 to 10, how interested are you in starting your own Scentsy business? So if they're like a 1, I know that they're just going to be a customer for life. If they're like maybe a 7, 8, or 9, or even a 10, I'm going to message them and say, you know, hey girl, what can I do to get your 0 to 10 poll up there to start your own business? Let's start you a party and then see how you like it and flip it, you know. So there's avenues that you can open that up. But in my little packet, I'll show you what I have in mine. Mine's $1.20, $1.20 to mail. And I even took it to the post office and asked the post office lady just to be sure it wouldn't come back to me. She said the only thing that you need to be worried about is make sure the ounces are correct because you're printing your own thing from your house. That's worth it. All right. Okay. So because this is not flat, most of the time they won't do it if it's not flat. I put my frequent customer card. Y'all have all seen this, all right, with my little business card to check off. If they order 12 items, they get a free bar from me. I put a product list. I don't put the catalog. I put a product list because it's a lot smaller and a lot lighter, so it goes out. I put always about the Scentsy Club. All right, this is my flyer about the Scentsy Club. Ask me how to get a half off item with a $60 order. No party needed. All right, so I put that in there. Then I also put my little thank you thing that says, I hope you like the scents that I chose for you. And my little thank you card. And then my samples that I put in this one are one of these Go-Go Mango hand soap. Then I did, y'all, I ordered these from Amazon. We've posted these. These are like that little lip gloss thing. This is body wash. That's all it is, just a little squirt thing of body wash. I put it in a separate bag in case it leaks out. It'll be okay. And then this one is one of the little vials of the Scentsy Fresh. So, and I'm gonna put some candy in there too. So mine might be $1.40, but that's okay. I'm gonna give them some candy. I didn't think about that. But I am going to put the thing in there about the tracker thing. So I really do like that idea, but we will go more into detail on these parties and the way that we're partying once we get all of our notes down and close the party and see how everything goes. Grab bags are an amazing way also to get orders. But what you have to really realize is, and one thing that I watched when I was watching Orville do his keynotes, and I've watched it several times, but a few things stuck out to me as far as this particular one goes with the Ford Cords. But even back in 2012, Orville was talking about blessing somebody with a kit. You could have them host a party and then flip that party over to them, even back in 2012. So he saw the vision of what we do now and the way that it could be done. They didn't have the kit back then. They didn't have the host to earn a kit. They didn't have all of that, but it's just amazing to me that his insight back then of what this company is and the way it's becoming. I just think that was totally amazing. And another thing is, if you're consistent with the way that you do business, Scentsy Club is going to be something that's going to grow for you. If you talk to your customers continuously about Scentsy Club, I posted today my potential customer packages. They have the Scentsy Club thing in it. This right here goes in everything that I send out. Of course, they're going to want a half off item if they're placing a $60 order. So I want them to ask me how to do that, okay, without hosting a party. And I made sure I put that on there. No party needed. How do I get a half off item if I don't host a party? The more you talk about this, the more you're going to get club people. I have 6 club orders. Most of them are monthly. I have one that is bi-monthly, and then I have one that's quarterly. I'm working my way up to 500 PRV at least with my club orders. I want to have that monthly no matter what. But the only way I'm going to get that is if I share what club is. This is the perfect month to do that with Bring Back My Bars, because people want to make sure that they're going to get their favorite bar for forever. So you want to make sure that you're marketing that. And you want to make sure that you keep it really simple to where you can talk to people about this. You're not going to scare them off and be like, oh, you need to join my subscription and join my club. I had a lady that said she didn't want to do it because it was a subscription. No. I had to call her and be like, it's not really a subscription. It's just, instead of me ordering your Scentsy that like I do every single month, we're going to set it up for you where it's going to come to you automatically. So keep it simple for them to realize, yes, the first time they set it up, it might be something that you need to help them with, but that's okay. That's okay. Offer to help them set up their club, because if you offer to help them up, 9 times out of 10, they're going to sign up for club. Okay. But if you say, oh, just go to my website, scroll down to the bottom, click on Scentsy Club, and then just follow the steps, I wouldn't do it. I probably wouldn't do it, because I'm thinking, number one, I'm going to have to subscribe to something. Number two, it's probably going to be a lot of detail because she told me to follow the steps. So you want to make it as easy as it's going to be to get them to sign up for the club. Once they do that, then it's up to them to go in and change it and, you know, customize it to however they want to every single month. But if you're not talking about it, you're not going to get the PRV from it. Okay. So you can literally have a whole party. It's not considered a party, but you can literally have a whole PRV month of 500 just from your Scentsy Club orders. So the more you talk about it, the more positive you put in about it, the like another way to do it is the only way you can get your whiff box for half off is if you get it in a Scentsy Club. You can't do it with your host rewards. If you get a Scentsy Club and you get $60 in it, you're going to get 10% off, and you can get that whiff box for 50% off. And that's what I do. That's a half off item. So that's a huge seller because that's the only way they can get that. That's over $30 worth of product just for $15. You know, so that's another huge seller that you can get for them to join the Scentsy Club is talk up that whiff box. Do you want to get this for $15? Let me tell you how to do that. You know, so make sure you're talking about it. And that is about it, unless Tiffany has followed ending it up because we're 4 minutes over. So
No, I think it's just honestly, whatever you decide to do, you need to find your mojo, not Tiffany's mojo, not Michelle's mojo. You need to find your mojo and you just need to do it consistently. Don't do it for 1 month and think that it's going to be like rainbows, butterflies, because it's not. It's going to take you tweaking. It's going to take you revising. It's going to take you physically asking your customers like, hey, what did you like and what should I do different? Don't be scared to take your customers' advice. Those are going to be your biggest insight on how to find or how to figure out what's going to max your sales out. Okay. So give it a couple months, 3 or 4, and then go from there. And once you master one thing, go to the next. Okay. Nikki said, where do we find that list for the host? I think it's on both of it's on our things. We'll put it in our Google Drive, but I'm pretty sure we both put it on our team pages too. So, but that's all I really have to say. It's just whatever you decide to do it consistently and make sure that it's you. Put your spin on it.
100%. All right, I'm going to stop the recording.